Greetings, Ponies and Pegasus. This is the Watchful Pony here, and welcome back to the month of love edition of Watchful Watchings. And today, I think it's time we appreciated the truly great OC designs out there. You see, a long time ago in my early years, I did a video about the top 10 beautiful ponies in MLP. And well, let's just say I'm not 100% proud with it anymore. However, I think it's a perfect opportunity to see how far I've truly come in this community. However, I don't just want to remake the list because, let's be honest, most of my opinions on the list are pretty much the same. So instead of talking about the beautiful ponies in the show, let's talk about the beautiful ponies in the community, because that's one of the great things about OCs in the community. In the show, they're restrained by design. However, here you can design it however you want, and as a result we get some unique and downright gorgeous looking OCs. So I think it's about time someone appreciated these beautiful designs. So let's keep the tradition alive from my last list and fawn over colorful equine fictional characters that happen to have real people behind them. Okay, let me go out of character and make a quick disclaimer. Yes, I'm aware some of these OCs do in fact have real people behind them, so please understand, I'm not trying to hit on them, I'm not trying to seduce them, this is just a silly list not meant to be taken seriously at all. And I know some people might say that's not really necessary to put that disclaimer, but better to be safe than sorry. Now that that's out of the way, there are also two rules I have for this list. Number one, I wanted to limit how many analyst OCs I would put on the list. Since that's the part of the community I'm most involved with, I wanted to branch out just a little bit so it's not completely dominated by them. However, if the person is also known for stuff like art, voice acting, music, anything like that, then that'll give him a leg up and give him a better possibility to be on the list. And number two, if the OC does belong to someone, no one under 18, because I'm just gonna feel fucking creepy. And if I do end up putting someone whose OC does belong to someone that's under 18, please understand it was a mistake. But I'm just stalling and I think you guys have waited long enough, so let's get to the list proper. We're counting down the top 10 beautiful ponies OC edition. Number 10. You know what's cool? Bad ponies. You wanna know who the best bad pony is? No Legs. Yes, I'm aware her real name is Moonlight. I don't care, No Legs is funnier. And what does it matter what her name is, because this is one good looking bad pony. Firstly, there's her mane and tail, which has a really messy look to it. I don't know what it is, but I've always liked ponies that have this. There's also her color scheme, which maintains a nighttime look to it, which I really enjoy. It's a simple yet effective color scheme, and very appropriate considering she's a bad pony. And she earns bonus cute points for her size. She's so tiny, look at her. She almost gives Lightning Bliss a run for her money. And adding on the bad pony design actually adds to the cuteness rather than subtracting it. But I think my favorite part of the design is those eyes. Just those eyes. They look beautiful. But ultimately, its simplistic bad pony design stops it from being any higher. But ultimately, it's also good enough to start the list properly. So give it up for No Legs, the best bad pony ever. Number 9. You know, sometimes simple is better, and I think the best example of that is our number 9, Venus Spring. When you really just look at her design is super simplistic. It's literally just a brown/orange color scheme. But like I said, her beauty lies in her simplicity. By keeping the color scheme this simplistic, the design doesn't feel over-designed yet not under-designed as well. The design also perfectly shows off her personality, being the shy introvert. And if I'm gonna be honest, I've always found those kind of attractive. Maybe it's just because I relate to the introvert a lot more. But also that mane and tail is just so floofy and puffy. I want to stick my hooves in there. That sounded incredibly creepy, I apologize. But speaking of personality, she also has a really endearing friendship with her friend Mars Minor. I hope I'm saying that correctly. And she also has braces, +1 cute point. And speaking of personality, it's another reason why she's higher on the list, as it's actually pretty sad and I won't dare spoil it here. Mostly because it's not safe for work. But nothing else to say besides sometimes simplicity is beautiful, and Venus Spring is the proof. Wait, what? Number 8. I don't know if it's funny or not, but I've never actually read Fallout Equestria, and yet one of its characters managed to make it on the list. I'm of course speaking of Little Pip. Just the name alone. Unless they're completely dead inside, it's just impossible to say that name without smiling. And keeping with the tradition of the last two, the design is super simplistic yet effective. Though let's be honest, a gray color scheme is much more eye-catching than a brown color scheme. But that copper hair really does stand out to the gray fur. It's also one of the few ponies you're gonna see where she looks even better clothed. I mean, just look at that vault uniform, it looks good on her. She's also a gifted Pip-Boy mechanic, which earns her bonus points in my book. But let's be honest, the main reason we love her so much is because she's from the Fallout universe. And I am sure we would all love to have Little Pip as our capital crusader. Or better yet, Scoot Dogmeat, I want Little Pip as my companion, because this is one pony I would gladly follow into the capital wasteland. Number 7. I think my number 7 proves that sometimes ponification can get out of hand. Case in point, Chrome Pony. Oh no, you're not having a stroke, you did not mishear me, and you are not seeing that incorrectly. There is in fact a ponified version of Google Chrome, a browser. On one hand, yeah, kinda friggin' weird. On the other hand, just look at her. Out of all the browser ponies, this one is easily my favorite. The stark white fur is perfectly contrasted with the blue tail and mane. But just when you think that's all it's gonna be, boom, rainbow wings! They may stick out like sore thumbs, but they add some much needed flair to this pony design design. Not to mention her mane is so straightened and clean cut, much more different from the fluffy manes we usually get. And those stark blue eyes. And not too far away from the eyes, up near the ears, is a nice cute little chrome button, which combined with the rainbow color scheme with the wings and her cutie mark really does stand out to the white and blue. But hell, being totally transparent here, I'm probably a little biased here. After all, Google Chrome is my browser. Or maybe, just maybe, I've got a thing for rainbow color schemes. Want proof of that? Well, join me for the number 5 spot. But until then, Google Chrome Pony. I never thought I would ever say that Chrome is cute. Number 6. Okay, now I know I said I would limit how many analysis OCs I would put on the list, but I'm sorry, this just broke me. I couldn't resist. Number 6 is Sapphire Heart Song. Yeah, I know she hasn't made analysis videos in a while, but I still consider her an analyst. But also, she makes art, which means she can qualify for the list, so nah. But can you honestly really blame me? Let's start with looks first. I'm sure everyone's made the joke about her being a Rule 63 Shining Armor, but she does a lot more than just look like a Rule 63 Shining Armor. For starters, Shining Armor wishes he had such fabulous flowing hair. The different shades of blue with slight hints of pink everywhere really does make her stand out, and it goes really well with her white fur. With longer than average wings that does set her apart from most Pegasi, and call me crazy, but it does make her design look that much more attractive. Contrasted by stark emerald green eyes. Which makes sense considering she's obsessed with gemstones, which by the way, now we're getting the personality. And oh boy, when it comes to personality, Sapphire has that in spades. For once, he has absolutely no problem speaking her mind no matter what the situation. Double-edged sword? Well, maybe. But you gotta admit, a woman who's not afraid to speak her mind is very attractive. It's the perfect kind of personality to keep someone like Manga Kamen in check. She's also quite the sassy woman. Criticize her looks or her art and she will not hesitate to whip your ass into submission. How you want proof of that? Just ask postscript. But don't think that means that she's just overly sensitive. No, she's just very passionate. Besides, as long as you don't do that, she can be a very sweet woman. I mean, how she made the title card for this and I didn't even have to pay her, which I gladly would because she's one hell of an artist. Honestly, ever since I started getting money and every time she started commissions, she's been my go-to title card artist. And all that adds up to Sapphire Heart Song, living up to her namesake by being one hell of a sparkling gem. Number 5. Since I'd really rather not have a Dragon Ball Z character on my ass, I'm just gonna say Sub-Zero, I swear I'm not trying to steal your wife. Anyway, number 5 is Lightning Bliss. That's right, take this audio file and frame it on your wall because someone is calling Lightning Bliss beautiful and not cute. And I stand by that because who the hell else is gonna be the best representation of everything that's great about Alico and OCs? Mary Sue? I don't think so. Lightning Bliss's design is far more unified and less of an eyesore. I mean, just look at her. Once again, we got more white contrasted by a dark mane with rainbow highlights. On any other OC, I'd say the long tail would be kind of an eyesore, but on Lightning Bliss, it really does work. And it apparently doubles as a paintbrush. Who knew? But the fact that she's an Alico OC really does set her over the edge. Not only does it add to the design a lot more than it does take away, but it also makes me respect her a lot more. And then there's her small stature, which I'm really not going to talk about because I don't want twink on my ass. But just like Sapphire, there's also her personality, which she has in spades. Quick to anger whenever someone calls her cute, really in touch with her emotions if all her crying is any indication. And she's also incredibly passionate about her work, so much so that she actually hates getting help from other people. Not that she doesn't appreciate it, she just doesn't like to bother other people. To be perfectly honest, I can really relate to that a lot. I have a hard time asking people for things, and that respect is one of the reasons why she's so high on the list. Lightning Bliss, the beautiful champion of Alico OCs everywhere. Number 4. Well, you knew this one was coming eventually. Number 4 is Button's mom. Is this character overrated? Possibly. Is she overrated for a good reason? Hell yes. For starters, her design is very eye-catching, with the light cream tan body contrasted with the light fluffy brown hair, with blue eyes, which is a major plus to me because I love women with blue eyes. Then we got personality as the stern but loving mother figure, being kind, understanding, and nurturing, but at the same time not being afraid to put her hoof down. And all that is literally just dancing around her voice, which is her best aspect. Perfectly accentuating her motherly persona while at the same time being incredibly sexy. And I don't care if I sound creepy when I say that, I said it with zero regrets. But then again, was there ever any doubt considering she was voiced by Eli Monty? I just really wish we would have gotten to see more of her in Button's adventure. Too bad it got cease and desisted. But hell, thanks to the fandom, we've got plenty of fan art to enjoy. And lots of porn. Moving on. Number 3. Flutter Rose VA. I think I've been assaulting you with this ship enough, so next number. Oh, okay, I'll try to say something about her. Let's start with some simple but effective blue fur and add on some brown mane and tails. Then make the mane and tails super fluffy. I'm serious, it looks like a pillow, you could sleep in that thing. She puts freaking Kichi to shame with her floofness. And then we come to personality. She is so funny, so energized, incredibly easy to talk to, and is poised to be Aeon of Dreams as far as most sexual pony in the fandom. Only with 30% less demons. Okay, that's enough. I'll stop assaulting you with my love for Flutter Rose. Number 2. My number 2 is inevitable considering she's one of the most beloved people in the entire fandom. You should have seen this one coming because number 2 is Keyframe. What can honestly even be said about Keyframe besides everything? I suppose there's no better place to start than with her design with hues of orange and red, with a floofy and curly mane style, with nice and beautiful green eyes, and a nice and interesting hint of uniqueness by making her OC much taller than the average mare. Seriously, I'm curious how tall she would be compared to me if I ever actually met her. She could probably just sit on me and squish me. And now we get into personality. Keyframe, from what I've seen, is one of the nicest people you will ever meet in your life. Always willing to help, give advice, and just be all around friendly. But don't think that means he's against being a little rude and crude, cause he's also a hilarious woman. Just watch her on Roundtable as Magic or in any of her collabs to see why. And just like Sapphire, she's also one hell of an artist. I mean, just look at that artwork. Just like Sapphire and Lightning Bliss, just looking at her art, I can tell that she's incredibly passionate about it. And I hope she continues to make both great reviews and great art, because there's nothing more beautiful than a woman who's both passionate and determined. Keyframe, the key to her beauty cannot be more obvious. Number 1. By far, there cannot be a better, more obvious choice than mangoes for number 1. I mean, just look at mangoes. That's such a beautiful color scheme for the pony. Yellows and greens, with such giant, bright, hopeful, optimistic eyes. What about Wub Cake? Oh yeah, Wub Cake. That's another great choice for number 1. I mean, besides the color scheme, which is good on its own, that's just an adorable looking design. I mean, just being so cute and cuddly and huggable, but Wait, no, I wanted mangoes for this list. I mean, mangoes is just hot beautiful. I mean, just look at that. Especially when she's in antho form. But wait, no, Wub Cake is also a great choice. She may not be as hot as mangoes, but she certainly surpasses her in cuteness. Both of them have a great uplifting personality to them. Oh god, which one? Mangoes, you're hot as hell, but Wub Cake is so adorably cute. I choose both. I mean, why not? They're both perfect examples of opposite spectrums of beauty. One is hot beauty and one is cute beauty. And I know what you're all about to say. Hey, isn't that cheating? Well, yes. Yes, it is. More importantly, the hell are you gonna do about it? And those are my top 10 beautiful ponies OC edition. Disagree with an entry? Feel like someone else should been on the list? Go ahead and leave a comment down below, get a discussion going.
And also really quickly, just as a reminder, I am still holding voting for what I'm gonna do for my 500 subscriber special. So be sure to check the description for the straw poll and vote if you haven't already.
And next time guys, the month of love comes to a close with a game review. What am I reviewing? Well, let's just say we're gonna need a lot of honey. I'm the Watchful Pony, and this is why I brony. I'll see you guys next time.
Smile so